Hey everybody, this is Merrill with Privacy on Demand and Florida Lanai Curtains. Welcome back to our channel. And today we are talking about storm prep for your Privacy on Demand, outdoor privacy curtains, and shade sails. I know I sent out a video to an email to all of our customers, or not our customers, but all the purchasers of Privacy on Demand products through the independent distributors. And we sent out an email with some instructions on what to do with your curtains and shade sails. So here's what I'm gonna show you what I did with mine, because I also have, as the owner of Privacy on Demand and Florida Lanai Curtains, I also purchased my own curtains. So here's what I'm doing to secure mine for the storm. Over here we have a bundle of curtains. These are the curtains that all go along this entire side. You see I have one continuous track along the side like many of you. And I just simply took all the curtains and left them on the track and slid them all the way to the house. And so now I have them all bundled up at the house. And some of you have been wondering, okay, well, what do I tie the curtains up with? Well, I'm pretty resourceful, I think. So I just basically took about a 4-foot strand of duct tape and rolled it over 3 times so that the adhesive part doesn't show, because I don't think we want to be sticking duct tape to the curtains, but it probably wouldn't hurt it. But anyway, I just took a 4-foot strip of duct tape and rolled it up with it, and so the adhesive is closed in, and kind of made a little rope out of it and just tied up the curtains in a bundle like that. So you can pretty much use anything. I know they sell Velcro straps at Home Depot that you can use. Bungee cords are what I've heard some people use. I would just be careful of doing anything that's going to cause serious abrasions or damage to the curtains. So that's why I chose to use this duct tape, because it's just nice and flat and soft and not going to affect the curtains at all. So I did that over here. And then back in the corner here, my curtains don't buckle down at the bottom because I have this privacy wall. So they just kind of flow. I'm going to simply leave this curtain in the back, in the corner, just tied up in a bundle, just hanging naturally, just to see what happens, and see what kind of movement we get. Then over here in the corner, I kind of did something a little different. I took all the curtains on this side and the curtains along this entire side, minus the one panel, slid them all to the corner, and I have these Velcro straps, these 1-inch Velcro straps, and I just simply wrap these 1-inch Velcro straps around the center and around the bottom to create one bundle. It's kind of bulky enough, heavy enough that it's not putting strain on my track or anything, but it's heavy enough that it shouldn't really blow around a lot in the wind. So that's what I've done with my curtains, and we'll kind of just see how things go. Then I have another curtain over here in the back, and this one I'm just going to kind of let it sit right up next to the house like that, and just kind of let it hang there naturally as well. So that's what I'm doing for my curtains. Now I do have a shade sail up over my grill area, and what I'm doing this is just a Velcroed in panel. I think it's got some screws maybe in the ends or something to hold it in place, but I'm simply going to leave this in place. I'm not doing anything with it, because like my screen, this shade sail is a mesh. It allows water and air to blow right through it. I don't have any gaps on the side, but most of you have shade sails that are installed with the stainless steel hardware on the corners that have gaps in them, that allows even more airflow between your shade sails. And so, typically the winds flow on a crossways. They don't really flow up and down like this. So we don't anticipate really any issues with our shade sails. Now, we did have a previous version of our shade sails that the webbing corners with the triangle attachments to the cage were made with a webbing that ended up dry rotting on us, and we are slowly replacing those. Some of you may find that you have that model of shade sail, and the corners may just break during this storm, and we're going to replace those for you for free. Just contact your distributor or a handyman, anybody that can take them down for you. If you call it your distributor, they may charge a sales call fee, or a service call fee, just like a handyman would, to come take them down and put them back up, but we will take care of the repairs for you for free. So that's my storm prep. So shade sails, I'm just leaving it in place, and I don't anticipate any issues with this, because our shade sails are also made so they're not saggy. They don't wave around like lots of other shade sails do. They're stretched taut, so they really just barely flutter in the wind. So we'll see how they do with this storm. And but don't worry, Privacy on Demand has you covered. And also, just as a note, we did have a few years back a hurricane that came through, and we had one customer that had an issue where a tornado actually touched down in his neighborhood, destroyed his boat, his screen enclosure, his curtains, but really had nothing to do with our product, and his homeowner's insurance covered the replacement of his curtains. So right away he called me and said, "Hey Merrill, I got to have my curtains. I need my privacy. I need you to come out here and remeasure, and let's get some new curtains in." And his homeowner's insurance claim that he filed actually paid for that, along with his boat and his screen enclosure and other things. So if you do have a major issue like that, that is not covered by our warranty, typically our warranties cover natural things where they don't cover wind damage, but they cover the if the seams come out, the threads come out, that kind of stuff. Anything dealing with the manufacturing process, we'll take care of that stuff. But if it's something like that, then you're going to want to look at filing a claim with your homeowner's insurance if you have that severe of weather that touches down at your house. So that's it for me. Just wanted to share that with you. Also, another thing that I recently learned, this is not related to Privacy on Demand products, but these drains right here, we have an issue, as you can see, with water pooling in the back of our screen enclosure. I really need to get out here and pressure wash that. But these drains right here, I was kind of concerned that I wasn't getting enough water flow through these drains. So I watched a cool video that talked about running a pressure washer line through these. I basically cut the end off my pressure washer hose for my pressure washer, and drilled a small hole right here, and just turned on the pressure washer and ran the hose through it, and it just cleaned out all the stuff in this drain. So if you have water issues, you're concerned about flooding in your patio area, and I sometimes will have water coming up here on my patio. You can kind of see some of the sediment in there that I need to clean out. But it also hopefully this will help mitigate some of that water coming into my patio area. But if not, it's not a big deal. I've got nice high steps here, like most of you have steps going down into your lanai, and that's specifically for keeping the water out. But just an added tip there for you. So be safe, be prepared for the storm, and thanks for coming by the Privacy on Demand Florida Lanai Curtains YouTube channel. Have a great day.